Have you ever wondered what it takes to be called a friend by God Himself? It's a remarkable title, and there's only one person in all of Scripture who earned it: Abraham. This is his incredible story of faith. Imagine leaving everything you know, your home, your community, your comfort zone, all because a voice told you to go. That's exactly what Abraham did. He was living a comfortable life in Ur when God said, "Leave your country and go to a land I will show you." No GPS coordinates, no detailed plan, just pure trust. But that was just the beginning. God made Abraham what seemed like an impossible promise, that he would become the father of many nations, even though he and his wife Sarah were well past childbearing age. Year after year went by and still no child. Can you imagine the whispers, the doubt, the questioning looks from neighbors? Yet Abraham held on to his faith. Even when it didn't make sense, even when everything seemed impossible, he believed. And then finally, at the age of 100, his son Isaac was born. A miracle child, the fulfillment of God's promise. But then came the ultimate test. God asked Abraham to sacrifice this very same son, the one he'd waited decades for, the one through whom all those promises were supposed to come true. It's hard to even comprehend the weight of that moment. Yet Abraham was willing to obey, believing that somehow God would provide, and God did provide. At the last moment, he stopped Abraham and provided a ram for the sacrifice instead. This wasn't just a test of obedience, it was a demonstration of absolute trust. Abraham believed so completely in God's goodness that he was willing to give up everything, knowing that God would remain faithful. This is why God called him friend. Not because Abraham was perfect, he made plenty of mistakes along the way, but because he demonstrated what true faith looks like, trusting God even when the path ahead seems impossible, believing in promises that defy logic, and being willing to surrender everything for the one who called him. Abraham's story reminds us that friendship with God isn't about perfection. It's about trust. It's about believing in His promises even when circumstances say otherwise. And just like Abraham, we too can walk in friendship with God, one step of faith at a time.